We've been in the dark for so long in this cave of not knowing. I mean, there's Plato's cave, how many people can be in the cave and not seeing reality. They're seeing what's shown on the wall, which is just a projected version of reality. And outside the cave is reality. But so many people get sucked into what's shown on the wall that they don't really know about the outside. And someone could go outside, see it, and come back in and try to entice people out, and they'll fight them. They'll say, no, you are a heretic, you don't speak the truth, da-da-da. It's age old, right? I mean, that's what the Matrix is kind of based on. But the thing of it is, here we are in this dark cave. Really, all the lies and deception have kept the darkness around us, not allowing us to see what and who we really are, not allowing us to see truth. Like a cave of darkness should be this place for optimization to occur between, moving out of the cave into the light and having that reality transform us. And instead what's happened is the exact opposite. We've stayed in the dark. We haven't alchemized anything. And the darkness has been a poison. It's just like with anything that it cures you. It's the amount that is given to you that's either a cure or a poison. And we've been given so much darkness that it hasn't cured us, it's been poisonous. So, where am I going with this? Because this is the time, 2025 is the time to step out of the cave. 2025 is the time to not really wait for permission to step out of the cave, but to really step out. But when you look and you go to step outside of the cave, what have you got? You've got this barrier of water, seawater, turbulence here on the other side, the ocean's crashing, and you have to make your way out of the cave. For many, it's a scary proposition to think of moving from this darkness that we've been in so long into the light, into something of true meaning. Now, where I'm going with this has to do with Gregg Braden and his reveal of what's in our DNA, of the God within the body. Check this out from Gregg Braden.
The first layer of the message in the cells of your body literally translates into the English words, God eternal within the body. God eternal within the body. It doesn't say who God is or where God has come from or how the message even got there. It simply says that whatever you consider to be that force, the creative force that seeded an entire universe and our world and our bodies, that force resides within you, within every cell of your body.
I think we are at a time when we're recognizing the God within. But that turbulence, do you hear that water? Do you see that water? It's breaking into the cave. It's asking us to release from the cave, to step out. But that's turbulence. That looks scary. I mean, that is seawater coming in that way. And you're going to make your way through that into the light? Are you kidding me? That you're going to drown. You're going to drown. Like, there's been so much programming that's gone on into what it takes to go out of the cave. That we're set, like, I know I'm fearful. Shoot, I don't want to go through that. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? The water sounds like it's going to come in. And it's not coming in from just that side. It's coming in from the other side too. So we're getting hit from so many different directions. They're asking us to step out of the cave. But it's a scary proposition. But only scary if you don't know the message that Gregg Braden has revealed to us. The Christ consciousness within. The power for us to do as Christ has done and so much more. That's within us. And when you recognize all that, the legal fictions that have kept us down, the lies that have kept us small, they are the ocean coming through and sounding scary, when in fact that same scariness, the ocean, is actually the feminine asking us to come out. I don't know if you want to go that far. Maybe I'm going too far with this whole thing. I don't know. But I do know that we're being asked to step out of the cave. But how do we navigate this? How do we all collectively get out of the cave? Because one or two of us could get out, for sure. I mean, because there are people who see the truth. There are people that see the legal fictions. There are people that see that the darkness has become poison, and they can see how to alchemize and they get out. But what of them? They're on the other side calling to us, sure. But it doesn't seem, it's the truth. And you hear it, cave distorts everything still. You have to get out of the cave yourself. But how do we do that? I don't know. I mean, individually we can get out. But I think collectively, and this is the reason for this video really, collectively we can do this. But it's a portal. Getting out of the cave is a portal to a whole other dimension of living, a whole other way of leveling up. And we're seeing that coming through right and left. All these different changes that are happening. And it's really hard to still discern the truth. But here's the thing that I believe. The God within the body, okay, that imprinted message tells me so much more, tells me exactly what I need to know about how to collectively get out. And this is my take on it. It has to do with also the camera lens. The camera lens being a portal as well, because the message that I'm relaying to you, you're hearing at a certain frequency of, and it's making sense to you, or you've already clicked away on your 3-second dopamine fix long ago, right? So there's this ongoing contrast. And I believe that each of us has within this portal, as the video is a portal, there are many ways of creating content. See, attention is the medium for which we are being led, right? And we have the power through the camera lens to actually resonate with like-minded people, and we can step into this seawater, this depth, and it looks deep, and it is deep. I mean, oh jeez, it is deep. You think that it's too deep, and it is too, oh jeez, that's cold water. But there is a way out of the cave and into the light. The thing of it is, that way out of the cave into the light, it doesn't come from just one person. It comes from each of us. And I believe that each of us has a message, and that message can be found through the lens. And my invitation to you is basically to come with me, if it resonates, and discover your message through the lens. Discover what your part in this freedom quest is. Discover the other side of the cave that has so much. Oh boy. I hope I'm able to get out of here. Sheesh. Check this out. When you go to the other side of the cave, what do you see? Field, but a whole other landscape. A beautiful world just waiting. All right, maybe, it's a lot of rock. It's still nice though. I can show you. Once we're out of the cave, and we're able to level up together, I think so many amazing things can happen. And that's where I think we're going. But I don't think we can all do it alone. That's the thing. And so what I've put together is something, you can check the link down below, obviously. But it brings you through. I really think that a bunch of us can band together and really just start creating messages. It's not about like one person, or it's about being the leader that you want to see. It's about relaying the message that's inside of you, because each of us does have a message and powers and just ways of helping us all level up. It is a collective thing that we need to do to birth to the next level as humanity. It isn't something that's done in 1 and 2s. It's done en masse. And there's a tipping point that can certainly happen. That's very true. We've seen that. But the thing of it is, it needs to come through all of us. It's the knowledge that we can all basically get, because a society that has knowledge of the law, the real law, not their fakery, the real law, the real history, the real things that are happening on this planet, the real reason why we're here, the real everything. That comes from within, that comes from recognizing God within, recognizing cross-consciousness within, and not only recognizing it, but acting upon it, listening to the messages that can come through you to help others level up. It is one of those things. You could take it, for example, to go back to a republic. What do you need? The republic, and that can turn off people, doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. The identifier of a republic is a citizenry that is empowered by knowledge and basic, inalienable rights that we all have. That's what it's about. And you can go off, it can get hijacked in all different directions. It can get, but that's not where we're going. Where we're going is freedom for everybody. Freedom because this basic planet, nobody should be ruling over us with governmental authority, this, garbage, that, right? We've seen where that leads, and it's not pretty. That's not the direction we're going. but we have to be knowledgeable. We have to learn to bring messages through us and share those messages so that we can all level up. We truly need to do that. And 2025 is it's a huge pivotal point to do that, to not shy away at all. And you don't need to know. That's the point. And I've got another video coming up next that'll explain the whole thing. But that's the point. The camera is the portal. Your action, your steps going to the next direction reveal the next and the next and the next. When we level up together, we can burst forth as a humanity that was what it once before and greater than, you know? So that's my invitation to you. And really, it's like, remember Indiana Jones? Okay, he went, I forget which one it was, but basically he has to get across this cavern, right? And he's getting these clues. And one of the clues is just to step forward with faith. And he's like, I don't know, because if you step forward out in the open, he's just dead. Like he's going to go down the cavern. But he does it. He closes his eyes, puts a step forward, and what happens? It reveals what was actually already there, but unseen, and that was a bridge. And then he took some dirt and showed the whole thing across. So he made his way across. But the whole thing was, it appeared because of his faith. It appeared because he knew the next direction would appear when it needed to. And it did. And it did. And that's where we're at, I think. I think the next directions are appearing and the next. But you have to have motion and faith in that. And that's where the leveling up with the camera comes into play. It's really trusting in your own authority again. And that authority is what gives you freedom. Seriously. Your own authority gives you freedom. It doesn't come from outside, it comes from within. So join me. Check the link below, or not, whatever, you know. But this is our collective freedom, and I believe in it. So if you do too, click below, check it out, and I'll see you soon.